First, we want to welcome Canon Dina. Right?
Thank you. Dina's fine.
Thank you for being here with us. I appreciate it. Any birthdays, Beth? Yes, it's Beth's birthday. We won't ask you. Is it some kind of anniversary of your 21st birthday?
Yes.
Lovely. I don't think anyone else is here, but we'll sing happy birthday for Beth. 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, God bless you. Happy birthday to you.
Lovely. And then it's Robin and Glenn's anniversary, but she's out there.
Yeah.
And Fred and Jean, and we saw them last night. And on behalf of Mary Jo and Tom, I just want to say we had a lovely gathering last night for Father Mario's, and we missed those of you who weren't there, but I think it was a really nice evening, was had by all. And thank you for everybody.
Kudos for them for hosting.
Yes. Very nice. Very nice. It was the perfect evening, honestly. It was the perfect evening. And then I just want to say Sunday school resumes today.
Starts today. Sure does.
Yay.
Hooray! Atta girl. But that's okay if you're listening online and not here today because we're going to keep going till May. So it's all good.
It's all good. It's all good. And I'm just reading some of the announcements. We have a blessing of the animals coming up on October 5th. That's a Saturday. So that's always a fun time. So bring your animals. And then on the 6th, we're invite children to bring their stuffed animals. And then we'll have a photo for their pet for a blessing. And then children's choir resumes on Thursday. And then next Sunday, we'll have pastoral care meeting. So that'll be after church. So come for that. And then all of the other announcements. I did want to give an update on Richard and Allegra. Allegra got her sling off of her arm and is doing a little better. Richard actually had surgery this week. So he is recovering from that, having a few setbacks, some things going on in the abdomen. But Allegra does not need anything. She appreciates all of the thoughts and prayers. She's, by anything I mean food-wise. She's eating what we have provided her, and she's either eating at home or at the hospital. And Richard should be in the hospital for another few days, and then he's going to go to rehab. So that's where I've got. And Bruce is at Longview, so if anyone has an opportunity to reach out to him, I'm sure he would appreciate it. So I did not speak to him this week, but please feel free to reach out to him. I think that's it. Okay, Linda.
Okay, thanks. Hi, a couple of fellowship outreach kind of things. One outreach, playing off of the blessing of the animals. We're going to be collecting dog food, cat food, that kind of stuff for the pantry. So you can bring something. Don't go crazy and buy me a whole case, but whatever you want to do is fine, and we'll drop that off with them because it's that mobile. I know there's a mobile pantry, but they're not everywhere. But yeah. Secondly, fellowship-wise, Coffee Hour and Panera could use your support. They're tired of seeing me in my pajamas 2 days on the weekend when I pick it up. But so if you could sign up for that, that would be wonderful. Any questions? You can see me in the kitchen because that's where I'll be. Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there someone else?
Well, if we have a second, I just want to say that I dropped some stuff off at NESAP, which, Moms, let's be honest, how good does that feel? And when I was there, I just quickly asked, is there a need of anything? And they said that they are currently very short on food, like non-perishable food, anything you can think of. So while we're talking about it, if you happen to have time and swing by and grab something extra in your Walmart pickup and can drop it off, I know that they're struggling and could appreciate it.
So immediately following the Eucharist today, the vestry and I are going to meet briefly to do the first official act of the interim period, the transition time. We'll be selecting a transition team, Now, for those of you who've done searches before, in the past, we would oftentimes have separate groups. So there would be a self-study group. And then when they were finished, they would usually wrap up with a profile and then turn it over to a search and call team. And then, at least my experience as a priest, would be I would arrive at a new parish the first day, and all these people I had worked with for a year and a half in the old days, they're gone, and like I know nothing. You know, I don't know like who's a good doctor. I don't know when my kids were little, what's the system here, and how do I go about? So the transition team actually has a third component. So I use one team for the entire process. Nothing gets lost in translation. And so their first task will be the discernment. And that's going to take the longest period of time. And that's kind of the deep look at who we are, what is God calling us to do, what are our passions, what is our hope for tomorrow. When that task is finished, then they will become the search and call committee, and will present either a name or more than one name. In these days, it's usually one name to the vestry, for the vestry to elect. And then they will do that third piece, which is to help your new priest really get integrated into both the congregation and into the community. So we'll be selecting that team today. When you get a call from me asking to serve, the answer is joyfully yes. And if it's a no, I'll just help. I can do a really good help. My youngest was an expert. She's taught me everything about powder. So it's going to be a lot of work. I'm not going to fool you, but I think it can be joyous work. So that will be pray for us as we gather and begin to select that team. We're looking for a team that is reflective of the entire congregation. So that is our task. And your task is to